A very good morning to all of you. Hope you all are fit and fine. Last week we have studied about pronouns. I hope you all have understood it well. So today I am starting a new topic that is compound personal pronoun. So what is compound personal pronoun? Compound personal pronouns are formed by adding self to my, your, him, her, it. For example, my plus self becomes myself, her plus self becomes herself, our plus selves. Here what is? Our is a plural, so we are changing self into selves. Clear? My is singular. It is used for a single person. So we are using self. Her is also used for a single person. So we are using self. Our. It is used for plurals. So that is why we are using here selves. So it becomes ourselves. Your. It is also used for the plurals. So we have changed self into selves. So it becomes yourself. Understood? So what is compound personal pronoun? When we are adding self to my, your, him, her, it. So that word becomes compound personal pronoun. Clear? So moving further, compound personal pronouns are used in two ways. Now, what are the ways in which these words are used? So, these words or compound personal pronouns are used in two ways. What are those two ways? The first is reflexive pronoun and the second one is emphatic pronoun. I repeat once again. The two ways of using compound personal pronouns are reflexive pronouns and emphatic pronoun. Before going to these, let us see how we can frame reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. Earlier we have read about personal pronouns. He, she, I, it, you, they, we. These all are pronouns. You know very well. For boy we use he, for girls we use she, and so on. You know very well. So from these words, how we frame reflexive and emphatic pronoun. He will become himself for both reflexive as well as emphatic. He will become into himself. Now she is again a personal pronoun. It will be changed into herself for reflexive as well as emphatic pronoun. Clear? I will be converted into myself. It will be converted into itself. You will be converted into yourself or yourself. Suppose if there is one person you are talking to, then you will say yourself. Okay, when there are more than one, so in that case we will use plural yourselves. Clear? They, as they is a plural pronoun, so it will be changed into themselves. Plural. We is again a plural, so this will be changed into ourselves. Clear? Moving forward. Now what is reflexive pronoun? Reflexive pronouns are used when the doer as well as the receiver is the same person. So what is doer? Doer is the person who speaks. Means the subject in a sentence. You very well know what is a subject in a sentence. The one who is speaking. Okay. And receiver, to whom I am talking, the second person. So in a sentence, when both doer and receiver are the same person, in that case it is a reflexive pronoun. I will explain you by giving example. The first is I introduced him. So I is a doer means subject and him is a receiver. So I and him, I think they are not the same person. Yes or no? Yes, they are not the same person. So this is not a reflexive pronoun. I introduced myself. Now what is myself? Myself is reflecting to I. The word reflection, the word reflexive comes from reflection. I introduced myself. I have told you here. See, he will be changing into himself. She will be changing into herself, and I will be changing into myself. So, what you have seen here, I introduced myself. I is changed into myself. So, this is a reflexive pronoun. Same way, he hurts himself. See what I have told you here. He will be changing into himself. Yes. So, he hurts himself. This is also a reflexive pronoun. Same way, the dog hurts itself. We use it for animals. You know very well. It is a dog. We don't say he is a dog and she is a dog. We say it is a dog. So, for it, we'll use itself. So, this is again a reflexive pronoun. One main thing is that reflexive pronoun is always used after the verb. Here, verb is hurt. You know very well what is a verb. Doing words or action words are called verb. कोई भी action करना. Hurt, introduce. These both are verb. And these reflexive pronouns is used after the verb. Verb के बाद में हमने use किया है reflexive को. Understood? Here also we have used the reflexive after the verb. Understood? This is the main thing, that always we are using reflexive pronoun after the verb. Clear? Now we'll talk about the emphatic pronoun. What is emphatic pronoun? They are used to emphasize the subject or the doer. For example, I myself will do this work. If I say I will do this work, okay. But if I say I myself, means I am giving stress on I by using the word myself. I am focusing, I am emphasizing more by using the word myself. He himself went there. If I say he went there, but by using the word himself, I am focusing. Clear? So, what is the main difference between reflexive and emphatic is that we are using this emphatic pronoun after subject and before the verb. Here we are using after the verb, and in emphatic we are using before the verb and after the subject. Clear? Have you understood the difference between reflexive and emphatic? In reflexive, the main difference is that in reflexive pronouns, they are used after the verb, and in emphatic they are used after the subject before the verb. Clear? Hope you have understood. I will be sending the video lessons and also the back exercise of this chapter to you. Read this chapter thoroughly. If any doubt is there, you are free to ask. Okay? Thank you and have a nice day.